It is the second half of this game here. It is the second half of this game in Moscow. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. The first half went on smoothly and Russia took the lead. In this second half, it is Alexander Sobolev that has taken the place of Fedor Shalov. Make that correction, Alex. For Cameroon, there hasn't been any substitution so far. Cameroon have one goal to respond. Remember, besides just playing this game, there is something that you have to take into consideration. The 6-1 that gave Salenko all the glory in football. The 0-0 means Cameroon has not been able yet. They have not been able yet to teach or to show or to send a stink back to Moscow. But this is the moment, Everest. One go down, it means double hustle. It means double fight to get back the victory.
Et c'est parti pour la deuxième période de Russie. Cameroun, un but à 0 en faveur du pays hôte, la Russie. Les Camerounais donc qui ont cette pression sur les épaules, disait Benin Boumagana de revenir au score. Eux qui ont à cœur, les Camerounais, les Lions indomptables, de peut-être briser le signe indien face à la Russie, qu'ils réussissent enfin à remporter un match face à cette sélection. Fut-il un match amical? On le verra bien si cela est possible. 45 minutes en cours, achever cette rencontre amicale. Et la première montée camerounaise enrayée pour une réaction russe. Mokoudi, Fabrice Ondoa et Bogo. Pour maintenant Matvei Safonov, son homologue d'en face.
Matvei has not had any serious thing to worry about. He's succeeding well to keep his ball. He's not considered any goal. On the contrary, Cameroon have one goal to back up. They are trailing right this moment. Let's see how to do that. Watch out. He went up for that header. But then there was, against that very action, Ivan Obliakov. Look at that, rather. It is Pinyaev Sergei. 18 years, the youngest player on the turf for Russia and even for Cameroon.
L'amitié entre le Cameroun et la Russie dans les sélections nationales qui est née dans la douleur et la défaite en 1990. On y reviendra à la montée de Vincent Aboubakar. Ici, le capitaine des Lions indomptables peut-être de centre cette fois-ci, non. Le crochet, il attend du soutien. Ah, voici qu'il en trouve. Gaël Ndoa pour Olivier Cham. Pas de solution à la gauche. Gaël à nouveau.
Koundé.
Pour Pierre Koundé Malang. Le pied suffisamment long de Omar Gonzalez. Là, ça combine à 3. C'est passé, Vincent. Brian Pomo. Ah, il réussit hein, toujours ses passes à 2 ou à 3, les triangles. Et la pointe de vitesse juste derrière le centre. Et le but camerounais, non. Oh non.
He was right there, the dark invader, but he did not get the finisher. He swept it off, carried it in. Oh, Sa Majesté. Brian Böhme who takes that in an acrobatic style but could not get it, and the Russians break camp, pressing forward like they should. It is the spirit of the game. Delekeyev. A stop there by Alexander Silyanov. Danny Glebov. Oh. Let's go on now. It is Koundé Malone driving forward, looking for the extra gear. There was a block in that crossing that he was about to take there with Danny Glebov. Quite strong.
On peut revoir ici l'action du Cameroun, le centre. Et puis Vincent Aboubakar, plutôt avec le corps en imposition.
Castelletto. Quickly with Omar Gonzalez. The Russians are celebrating that one with a song that Africa knows so well. Of course, it is a soccer song. It is international. It is known everywhere. Beautiful game with Olivier Cham. Quite difficult there to get Brian Burmer as the very, very strong and vigilant Alexander Silyanov was very present to stop it. You see that, look at that action again. The Jack Invader was right there, but he swept in between his labs. And then this other acrobatic action by Sa Majesté, Brian Burmer, that did not catch his boots.
Ouais, il a été court, Brian Burmer. Là, c'est Koundé Malon.
He's a strong guy, my friend. 11 matches in Lokomotiv Moscow. Shed number 24, Russia. Pinayev Sergei, the youngest player in this team, shows the world already what the future holds for the Russian national football team. He crashed against the bar. He was denied shed number 20. But look at that on the other side. Earlier on, it is Olivier Cham who managed to sweep through, but it was very difficult to beat Daniil Glebov and Pinayev Sergei. What a shot for the youngster. That was the best he could do. Sofanov, Matvey to send it all out. Quickly, here we have find Castelletto to find Olivier Cham. Calls out to Mukudi. Mukudi. Everybody said it a few minutes ago that a lot of persons were probably expecting to see a certain Christopher Wu beginning. But this time and in this game, Coach Rigobert Song is testing the strength of all the other players. Remember that Monday is still to come, and playing against Senegal is not going to be any lighter, it's not going to be any easier. With all the players from Senegal that have been called up, Gana Gueye is coming. Of course, the strong man, the one strong man for Senegal is also going to be present. Sadio Mane. Well, that is for Monday, man.
Et le problème d'arrière latéral peut peut-être avoir sa solution en Ligue 1 française. Enzo est bossé, habile du pied droit, du pied gauche. Technique. Il avait déjà fait démonstration d'ailleurs. On peut revoir ici ce but manqué. La frappe du pied gauche de Sergei Dianiev. D'abord la barre transversale et puis le poteau par la suite. Il s'arrache la chevelure, c'est de bonne guerre.
He had plenty of space there. He was swimming in Cameroon's pool all alone. There was no lion to stop him. And he could take that shot as freely as he could. Except that the bar stopped him from getting the second goal, but he had everything under control. And everything just seemed to have worked very well for Pinayev Sergei. Lively moments of the game. Cameroon against Russia. A friendly, which is weighed in goal for the Russians. Here he goes again. Pinayev Sergei into the 6. He finds for assistance shot number 22 right now, Alexander Silyanov, and the shot comes in. The second goal is added. Is it approved, Everest? Was there an illicit position, an offside position?
Il y a le centre qui est parfait là.
An upside position.
Le centre de Daler Kouziev au niveau du second poteau et la balle reprise pour tromper Fabrice Ondoa pour le deuxième but. Mais attention, il y avait une position de hors-jeu.
Because he was disallowed, my friend. He was offside. That could not be validated. Brian Burmer in the Russian side of the pitch. Breaks into the 6, takes the crossing, hoping to get the Dak Invader.
Il fait du grand boulot dans son couloir.
But Osipenko Maxim stopped that. Denied the Dak Invader an opportunity to get an equalizer. Corner kick for Cameroon. You should by now have fallen in love with the game of Bryan Mbeumo. How much he works, how strong he is, how much he keeps his flank of the game, Bryan Mbeumo.
Et les Camerounais qui appellent le but, ils sont bien nombreux, on vous a dit un millier, tout juste derrière les buts de Safonov. Ils sont installés là, ils portent donc leur voix. Le centre, au second poteau, la tête, ce sera à côté. Néanmoins un autre corner pour l'équipe du Cameroun.
That was a bit too long.
Ah ouais. Moumi Maleux en tentant de la remettre de la tête. Coup des ballons, le centre. La déviation. Et ce sera un autre corner pour l'équipe du Cameroun. Les Lions indomptables à la recherche de l'égalisation. Qui continue de presser sur cette série de...
Another corner kick for Cameroon. It's taken, but this time he was on the turf and meets a Russian foot. Ondua. Wincham. Moumi Maleux opens it wide. Finds, will he succeed to stop it? He succeeds. Bryan Mbeumo succeeded in that one. He lifts up it, finding to hoping to get Vincent Aboubakar, but it is Ondua who comes in with the shot. That goes away from the rectangle. Look at that. Quite stretched out shots. Oh.
La reprise de volée de Ondua qui s'envole là, loin du cadre de Safonov. La sortie de tous pour le Cameroun. Toujours porté vers l'avant pour chercher cette égalisation. Notolo. Vincent Aboubakar, Moumi Maleux et la récupération russe.
Beautiful turn.
Intervention de coups des ballons. Olivier Cham. Et à nouveau, on va chercher Moumi Maleux, puisqu'il donne de la vie dans son couloir. Il donne de l'espoir aussi de se rapprocher des buts quand il n'en cherche pas lui-même. Oumar Gonzalez. Fabrice Ondoa.
This is Nuhutolo who takes it up. But not for too long. He finds Mukudi, who calls back to Fabrice Ondoa. The search goes for to find Bryan. He stopped on. Another one-on-one with Bryan, but he misses it again. Crashed against the knee of goalkeeper Favonov Matvey. What an opportunity missed. It is not lost. Moumi Maleux stops it in the 6th. He lifts up it, but he goes again into the waiting arms of Savanov Matvey. Oh, one-on-one, Bryan Mbeumo again. Look at that. This is it again. Look at that. He had all the opportunity. He tried it up again. He was very convinced that he had succeeded to beat Savanov Matvey. For the Russian coach, he seems to be very, very unhappy with the move of his defenseman. Valery Kapin calls out in discontent at the action of that defensive man that gave the opportunity to Bryan Mbeumo. A much better team, whatever the case, Everest. Live at the attack line. Some coordination going up. Moumi Maleux, can he stop it? He stops it. But he only managed to take it off the corner line kick, and it's going to be ball into business. Oh, what opportunities that have come close to Cameroon's footer, but not executed properly. You would say it's a friendly, but it's also a lesson learning moment. Muminga Malasso, Vincent Boubacar, but Vincent Boubacar was 3 steps behind and probably 3 seconds behind to catch up with the 3 steps in front.
Balle un peu trop profonde pour Vincent Boubacar. La Russie pour remonter. Maxime Osipenko qui trouve Sergueï. C'est pas passé puisque la défense camerounaise se retracte.
It's a foul against Russia. The game looks a bit clean. No yellow card so far. Not to talk of a red. Quite a friendly. What opportunities he has missed.
Pour la deuxième fois, Brian Bomo à court d'inspiration devant Matvei Safonov.
You got news that Faye Collins is in Cameroon. You got news that he signed with Victoria United. The dependable Faye. Hopefully you will see him again in the days ahead. Muminga Malo turns around beautifully, but he did not go through to meet Brian Burmer. He takes it himself in a desperate attempt to find a way through the rectangle. You would have 2 players warming up, getting ready to say the Sacramentum Soccatorium before jumping into the pitch. And for Cameroon on the touchline, you would also notice that a few are warming up to come in. For now, it is still the tussle on the turf that matters. The touchline business will come in the next few moments. The Russians play back to control game. Daniil Glebov. He was playing there with Osipenko Maxim. Quickly for watch that. So that enough Alexandre calls back to Sofanov Matvei. The Russians themselves have a lot of thinking to do, man. They have a lot of coordination to do. They might have scored 1 goal against Cameroon, but the fire the Cameroonians came with to Russia looks very, very strong. Watch out against this youngster. He gets into Cameroon 6 and dances with Castelletto. But Castelletto was better in the speed.
Ah ouais, il est impeccable sur son rôle de défenseur axial, Jean-Charles Castelletto. À chaque fois, il y a ce retour défensif qu'il effectue avec succès, comme vous venez de le voir. Le voici dans son couloir droit de circonstance pour ce match. Brian Bemo, excellent sur sa passe. Olivier Cham, l'accélération avec Vincent Aboubacar en combine. La balle à finesse. Voici Vincent, le centre peut-être. Cette balle qui va traverser la ligne. Ce sera une sortie de 6 mètres.
It was too long for Vincent Aboubacar to stop that. In the match against Burundi, we saw 2 attackers. There was Vincent Aboubacar and there was Maxime Choupo-Moting. A bit difficult in this game with the 4-3-3 formation. You see that he tried his best to be able to stop it, but it was too long for the Jack Invader.
La sortie à l'instant de Ivan Obliakov, qui sera remplacé par Anton Miranchuk, milieu de terrain du Lokomotiv Moscou. Pour été à Levandia en Estonie.
Anton Miranchuk, he's got his twin brother too in this game, man. He's got a twin brother in this game, so it is Miranchuk that gets in. So if you're very, very careful, you will notice that the substitution is bringing in 2 players quite fresh from the bench in this game.
Ah oui, Alexander,
right at this moment.
Miranchuk également, l'autre Miranchuk, mais Alexander, lui aussi qui rentre dans l'aire de jeu.
It is twin brothers, Evaris. Be very careful. Arkese Miranchuk He was born 10 minutes before his identical brother Anton Miranchuk. Both of them, they grew up, they played football in the local side before they were spotted by FC Lokomotiv. And then they later on joined the national football team. So what the coach has brought in, he has brought in a twin. You have Alekesi Miranchuk, shirt number 11. And then for Anton Miranchuk, shirt number 19. Brothers from the same parents who themselves loved soccer. So bringing in a twin into the game. Let's see how much he can change.
Entrée donc des frères jumeaux, Miranchuk. La balle pour Sergei Volkov, la tête défensive du Cameroun. Noutolo. Il est passé, le Camerounais. À nouveau, mais là, la récupération russe. La balle est toujours en possession de la Russie. Le portier Safonov obligé de sortir de sa surface de réparation. Elle est hors de la ligne. Côté camerounais, il y aura du mouvement également. Avec une nouvelle entrée. Ah, c'est sa première convocation et sa première entrée en sélection. Moumi Gamaleu qui sort. Et c'est l'entrée du Toulousain. Ah, très applaudi.
I think here we have Magri.
Magri qui entre donc, Franck Magri, le Toulousain, le joueur du championnat de Ligue 1 française, crédité d'une très belle partie le week-end dernier. Et d'ailleurs, il a fait montre de sa grande classe au sein de cette équipe française, tout autant qu'à Bastia, son équipe précédente. Magri, première convocation et première entrée en jeu donc sous les couleurs vert, rouge et jaune.
I think this just shows Cameroon the hopes and the future of the team. Frank Magri is 24 years old. This season alone, going on, he has scored 10 goals. Has scored 3 goals for Toulouse in 10 matches. Tells you what kind of a player, the worth of the player. And of course, Coach Rigobert Sambahanak should have been very vigilant, because you notice that Aboubakar Vincent alone, it was a bit difficult to catch up at the central attack. And now bringing in Frank Magri was to aid Vincent Aboubakar, especially every time you have a man like Brian Burmer going up and getting the crossing, while Aboubakar Vincent, who is in his 30s, could be a bit slower in catching up. We have a Frank Magri. So let's see how this works in the next 23 minutes. This substitution by Rigobert Song. The Russians are coming again closer. Take the game from here with Dela Kunyanev. Look at that! He saw one opening and tried it. Except otherwise, he did not dial the number of Fabrice Ondoa's telephone pole. He went far above the woodwork.
Ah, il a
What
constaté.
a good shot, Anton Miranchuk.
Le nouvel entrant, le jumeau Miranchuk, qui a constaté qu'il avait du champ là, a procédé à une conduite de balle et a enchaîné la frappe, malheureusement très enlevée. Brian Gomo retenu par le maillot et le coup de sifflet pour ce jeu illicite de Daler Kouziev. Vous le revoyez ici.
It's difficult, man. It's Brian Burmer, man. If you have to play against Brian Burmer and the way you've seen him very vivacious in this game, sometimes that is the only way to prevent the boy from going on.
Ah ouais, il est physique, il est athlétique, il est vivace, mobile également, Brian Gomo.
Beautiful turnaround by the Russian. Sergei Volkov. Right this way. Oh, watch out for the Russians. He did not sweep that well. It goes out of the rectangle. Anton Miranchuk. It's not for nothing that a coach will bring in the twin brothers. Look at that. Ah, it's rather corner kick for Russia.
C'était à la limite hein, du jeu de main. Omar Gonzalez.
And it's 18-year-old Pinayev Sergei who lays claim to that ball.
La faute sur nous, Tolo. Et donc un coup franc camerounais concédé par Anton Miranchuk. Vous voyez ici, tirage de maillot et puis accrochage.
Say you're leading, but you're still the one trapped in the fault of pulling the t-shirts. Tells you how difficult the game is, even for the Russians. And talking about Nuhu Tolo Evariste, you remember how Nuhu Tolo held Mo Salah, Cameroon against Egypt in the last AFCON right here. And at the end of the day, Mo Salah gave him a handshake, that boy. You did a great job, and that is just the kind of work that Nuhu Tolo has been doing. Beautiful for Gael Ondua and Castelletto to keep that alive until Kunde Malone comes in. Gonzalez breaks through the white shirt. Smart game there. This is the kind of game you would want to see within the Mythical Lions. But that was a bit too sweet.
Jean-Charles Castelletto. Ah ouais. Pour la récupération, messieurs, il est présent. Attention à Omer Gonzalez, un peu en retard quand il essayait de frapper cette balle.
That was a desperate action by Alexander Sabolev. If you cannot stop it, send it out of the field of play. In another discipline, Evarista, you know very well. You say you lose it, take the serve, and you go for the block.
Ouais.
It was difficult to break through there. There were 4 white shirts. So the move there by between Vincent Boubacar and Brian Beme was clear that he was going to face a resistance, a hindrance. Remember Burundi and the mistake of the goalkeeper and the player Evariste. Here he goes, Pinayev Sergei. Pinayev Sergei. He succeeds in that one, but again, Nuhu Tolo was there to stop it.
Ah, combatif jusqu'au bout, Nuhu Tolo. Sergei avait déjà fait du bon boulot. Sergei Dianiev. C'est au dernier moment que Nuhu Tolo est allé empêcher cette balle de poursuivre vers les buts du Cameroun. Samuel Etofis, le président de la Fédération camerounaise de football.
Cameroonians are saluting his presence.
Ah oui.
Yeah, because since the start of the game, this is the first time they are picking out where Samuel Eto'o is sitting on the stands.
Ah oui, plusieurs le découvrent. La présence de Samuel Etofis, président de la Fédération camerounaise de football. Ancien joueur des territoires non loin de Moscou. Ancien joueur d'Anzi Mashkashkala.
Brian. That was a good attempt. How do you say that in French? Evariste says j'étais à l'eau. He took the attempt. He said, okay, let me try the pole.
C'est pas mauvais, cette prise d'initiative. Seulement, la conclusion n'est pas bonne.
Gombeleki, the guy who was absent in the game against Burundi. Jerome Gomb, the guy who is known at the World Cup. Jerome Gomb, the guy who sets the header for Vincent Boubacar against Brazil, seems to be making his way into the pitch. But not for now. Watch that. This could be a beautiful action. Oh, but he is so smart. Safanov Matvey. Look at that again. Isn't that beautiful? But he jumped out like a cat to prevent Vincent Boubacar the opportunity. Great goalkeeping so far for Safanov Matvey. Jerome Gomb is going to come in, man. Watch that action. We got 2 of them. Jerome Gom says the Sacramentum Soccatorium and gets in the place of Brian Böhmer. Will he be able to produce the kind of game Brian is producing? Let's see what that goes in the next 15 minutes. Vincent Boubacar is stepping out and gives the captain ban to Fabrice Ondoa.
Ah oui, la sortie du capitaine, donc Lions indomptable, Vincent Boubacar, qui pour ce jour n'aura pas marqué donc face à la Russie. Celui qui avait conclu la belle victoire du Cameroun face au Burundi pour sa qualification pour la Coupe d'Afrique des Nations. Entrée également de Darlene Yongwa. Ah oui, Jérôme Gom et Darlene Yongwa, les deux nouvelles entrées côté Cameroun. De nouvelles forces j'étais donc dans la bataille. Côté Lyon indomptable.
So in the game now we have Jerome Gom who has come in, we have Frank McGree who has come in, and we have Darlene Yongwa who has come in. Let's see how that changes for Cameroon. Jerome Gom gets it for the first time, but the pass was not as successful as it is received instead by Osipenko Maxim. This is Anton Miranchuk. Here we go with the newcomer, Darlene Yongwa. Can he maintain the pace? Stopped by the white shirts, who set the game as beautifully as they can. Beautiful game there by Ondoa, who steals that from the control of the white shirt.
Yongwa pour sa deuxième balle depuis son entrée. Côté Malan. Tolo, Gonzalez, Castelletto, Pierre Koundé Malan, combatif et qui obtiendra.
He's had quite a game today, Evariste.
Ah oui, parce que le marquage, il s'effectue au détail près côté russe. D'abord le pressing haut et puis on occupe bien le milieu de terrain côté russe. Du coup, cela met la pression aux Lions indomptables de prendre la décision une fois que vous amortissez votre balle. Il est passé Oumar Gonzalez, le défenseur central. Mais là, il fallait une solidarité, penser à passer ce ballon à un de ses coéquipiers. Il n'y a pas pensé. Darlene Yongwa. Sa troisième balle, le centre un peu trop enlevé. Ah, il avait cherché son camarade d'entrée tout à l'heure, Ngombe Kelly. Ngombe Kelly, le célèbre passeur décisif lors du match Cameroun-Brésil. C'était en Coupe du Monde au Qatar, match de la troisième journée. Passe décisive. Et puis la tête de Vincent Boubacar qui avait abouti dans les filets brésiliens, permettant donc à Ngombe Kelly d'inscrire son nom en lettres d'or dans la sélection nationale du Cameroun. Il a été absent face au Burundi, mais voici que l'ancien joueur de la colombe sportive du Jail signe son retour en sélection.
That was an opportunity that the youngster.
Balle sur la barre transversale et sur le poteau.
That was the opportunity for the youngster. He's out of the field now. Pinaev Sergei, that is him there on the bench. His spot on the turf has been taken over by Murkin. Murkin shirt number 26. If you must keep up with the if you must keep tabs with the statistics in this game. Look at that. Omar Gonzalez pressed too hard, pressed his opportunity too far in that action there and lost it, because now after he got the first and got the second, it was a beautiful thing to set the pass for the third, but then it was too late because there was a white shirt waiting just in front of him, and that's how Gonzalez lost the ball. It is Cameroon's. Now it's a free kick for Cameroon. Beautiful game there so far by Frank McGree from Toulouse. You have to get used to knowing his name and knowing his play style, Franck Magri, because Évariste, you're going to see him again. You will surely see him on Monday against Sénégal.
Première apparition, après le but à nouveau des supporters, des Lions indomptables, les Camerounais, vous le voyez, tout juste derrière cette bannière. Et le chrono, l'affichage, le coup franc pour le Cameroun, peut-être l'occasion de revenir à la hauteur de la Russie, menée depuis la 40e minute. Là, c'est la 81e coup des ballons. Donc on aperçoit au départ de ce ballon avec Olivier Cham. C'est Cham qui l'exécute. C'est au-dessus, malheureusement. C'est au-dessus, il n'y aura pas de but camerounais, du moins sur ce coup franc, toujours mené. Un but à 0 donc.
But if you look at his facial expression, he tells you that I've seen it, I've seen the way it's going to go. But the curving was not appropriate because he drops just slightly behind the crossbar of the pole. He saw it in his mind's eyes. They say the pessimist sees a difficulty in every opportunity, but the optimist sees an opportunity in every difficulty. Probably that is where Olivier Cham was stuck in. But watch out. It looks dangerous for Cameroon, and he succeeds. It's goal number 2, approved. That was surely offside. Another offside position for Asen Adamov. Just 23 years old, this young guy, and he plays with Russia Orenburg. 9 matches since the start of the championship for him. All of them. The coach for Russia seems not to agree, but the decision of the referee is final. If you look at that again, 3 offsides registered for Russia and just 2 for Cameroon. In 2 of those 3 offsides for Russia, they scored 2 goals. And they were all disallowed because, of course, the players had illicit positions up front. Look at that shed pouring. The Russians could be leading in this game, but they're having a difficult time playing against a physically strong Cameroonian side. It will be 8 minutes to regulation, and another free kick for Cameroon. 2 other substitutions for Russia. Shed number 33 goes out and is forming. Shed number 8 that comes in.
Karine.
Oh, finally he takes the place of Sergei Volkov. That should about 6 substitutions carried out already by the Russians. Koundé Malon plays quickly with Harold Mukudi. Mukudi calls out for help. Ondua answers. The tussle is at the median. Anton Miranchuk. A beautiful clearance from Cameroon. And the Cameroonians have an opportunity to pull on. Can he capture Franck Magri? Oh, in that tussle there and swept over by Soldatov Tenkov Alexandre. Franck Magri lost it, but it's not over. The ball is still green for Cameroon. Castelletto. Gonzalez has played all game. Castelletto right there. Defend the confidence of coach Rigo Besson, who has also picked out a few things. Magre! Oh, he did not get that one coming in from Darlin Yongwa. It was a beautiful pass from Darlene Yongwa, and what am I seeing, Everest? It's Elliot Jongwe.
Benjamin Elliott Jongwe, Ben Elliott Jongwe, qui vont entrer vers la fin de ce match à 5 minutes du terme, à peu près comme face au Mexique à San Diego aux États-Unis. C'est à la même période que l'ancien joueur de Chelsea, moins de 21 ans, était en rentrée. Gombekeli à la bataille, et là il y a la faute.
See, the Russian was a bit wise. He stayed there. He didn't want to move an inch. Bekele, in about to get that one, pressured him. Look at that. Put a lot of pressure on him, and it was simple. So Alexander Silyanov stayed there to prevent Bekele. He succeeded in that action. It is against Cameroon, no doubt. But it's a fight that will continue. Ben Elliott. He's coming in the last few minutes of the game. Castelletto has gone out for Ben Elliott.
Ah, un jeune prodige, Ben Elliott. Peut-être que le temps de jeu suffisant ne lui permettra pas de s'exprimer. Mais attention, c'est un jeune joueur, un jeune prodige qui sait exactement quoi faire du ballon quand il a. Le Cameroun a la possession de balle. Harold Mokoudi pour Koundé Malan. Gaël Ndoa qui a tenté la récupération russe. Attention, le couloir droit avec le repli défensif de Noutolo qui ne laisse pas passer cette base. Ce sera une remise en jeu pour la Russie. Karine. Karine pour Daniel Fomine. Attention, la partie et l'intervention d'Harold Mokoudi. La frappe à nouveau pour la Russie et le Cameroun finalement qui va se dégager à l'emporte-pièce.
That was swift, but he missed it as Jerome Gombeleki was putting a lot of pressure coming in very strongly. We should surely have Mbaizo that has come into Evarist. So let's go with this game right now. It's going to be a tough game.
Darlene Yongwa.
Darlene Yongwa.
Mokoudi. Koundé Malan. Et encore ce pressing russe. Ah, il ne vous laisse pas l'espace pour la réflexion. Il faut y aller directement. Aussitôt que vous avez amorti votre balle, il faut prendre la décision, soit d'adresser une passe, soit d'aller au dribble. Attention, la faute sur le Cameroun. Faute sur Noutolo qui se relève très rapidement. On est rentré dans les 3 dernières minutes du temps réglementaire. Mais il y a eu beaucoup de remplacements. Les 6 épuisés côté russe. Le Cameroun en est à 5 encore. Ce qui probablement propulse déjà à 5 minutes de temps additionnel.
Well, let's see how many minutes therefore the referee is going to add for the game. That is going to give Ben Elliott time. He's going to give Frank Magri time. Yongwa is going to give him time. Jerome Gom is going to give him time to be able to carry the balls and the game far ahead. But so far, it has been a game that has been intense on both sides. Russia had the opportunity to score at one point and they concretized the opportunity. Arsene Adamov, who has this Arsene Adamov Mukin, who has a tough time to deal with Mbaizo, who is coming in place of Castelletto. See that? Just a few more seconds into regulation. Can he produce much? Here we go. It is stolen off from Koundé Malong. And the white shirts get into control. One good thing that we've noticed about the Russian reserve bench is that those on the reserve bench are as strong and as vivacious and as able as those who are on the turf. Quite great there, Alexei Miranchuk. And his brother, shirt number 19, Anton Miranchuk, have been animating beautifully the forward spec of the Russian game. As imagine 4 minutes of additional time. Yongwa. But it's a ball that goes out and Yongwa is going to bring it back into action.
Alors le temps additionnel, il ne sera que de 4 minutes pour achever ici. Troisième confrontation entre le Cameroun et la Russie. La première, c'était dans l'avantage du pays hôte de la Russie. 6 buts à 1. La deuxième en 2011, c'était 1 but, 0 but partout. Et aujourd'hui, c'est la Russie à nouveau qui tient le bambou en menant par 1 but à 0. Aïe, la faute sur Pierre Koundé ballon. Une très belle équipe russe qui occupe bien les espaces, est active. Koundé ballon. Sauf que là, il avance de manière médiane. Alors que c'est vers l'avant qu'il faut chercher les espaces. Finalement, on saute les lignes. Et ce sera encore derrière pour le Cameroun.
A great opportunity, man. That was a beautiful play there by Koundé Malong. Looked like he missed his action and his intention. But the missed header from Russia gives meaning to his purpose. Koundé Malong, all 45 minutes of this game, he has been very, very present in the game today. He has laid claim to that corner kick, an opportunity as the Cameroonians are calling out for a goal. It was a crowded defense area, and a header from Russia took the ball far out. That is lost for Cameroon.
Les 2 dernières minutes du temps additionnel et le Cameroun toujours mené 1 but à 0 dans son déplacement sur la pelouse moscovite pour affronter en amical la Russie.
Okay, Darlin Yongwa plays very quickly. Frank Magri. Darlin Yongwa trapped into 2 white shirts. They lost it in that action.
C'est compliqué d'évoluer de cette façon, s'encastrer, s'enfouir entre les jambes russes plutôt que de chercher des espaces un peu plus libres. Ça va être compliqué parce que la Russie, elle va mêler son petit jeu pour faire passer le temps, les 2 dernières minutes qui jettent. C'est un match amical, mais ça joue franchement. Ça joue franchement autant camerounais, du côté camerounais que du côté russe.
No, it's a handball. Huh? But the referee says, pitch, go on, man.
Il a été clément. Khalid Saleh, le Saoudien. Il y avait bel et bien la main du Camerounais. Coup de Malong, la balle et le coup de sifflet déjà.
Good action. At least there are 45 seconds to go.
Et là, les espoirs sont minces pour ces 45 secondes. Le Cameroun va-t-il à tout le moins réussir à obtenir cette égalisation recherchée depuis la 40e minute? Nous étions là à la première période.
Another Russia-Cameroon game going the Russian way. Cameroonians surely don't like that name, Salenko. Today, Cameroonians would learn to love other names like Pinaev Sergei. And it's still Russian. The flight is going to get ready to fly to France, where Senegal are waiting. Sadio Mane and teammates are waiting. It's all over.
C'est terminé. Il n'y aura pas de but camerounais. La Russie qui l'emporte 1-0. Troisième confrontation dans l'histoire des 2 nations. Cameroun, Russie. Deuxième victoire donc pour la Russie. Et un match nul. Toujours pas de victoire du Cameroun. La déception du nouveau venu dans la tanière des Lions indomptables, Franck Magri. Il est entré vers la fin du match. C'était pas formidable ce qu'il a eu comme temps de jeu, mais déjà c'était sa première apparition. Plusieurs premières apparitions il y aura eu, comme celle de Darlin Yongwa, qui est lui aussi rentré dans l'aire de jeu. C'était sympathique entre Camerounais et Russes. 1-0 donc Le score ne bougera donc pas. Tout est allé vite, tout est terminé déjà dans cette rencontre amicale. Parlant de rencontre amicale, Bénin Boumagana, lundi prochain, on se retrouvera en France. Ce sera à Lens, puisque les Lions indomptables, immédiatement après cette rencontre, vont prendre la direction de l'Hexagone pour rentrer déjà dans la préparation du prochain match amical. Cameroun-Sénégal, bien évidemment. Vous suivrez la rencontre sur les antennes de CRTV Sport, de la CRTV en général.
And then do not forget tonight, you have to stay on CRTV Sports and Entertainment. Baldwin Sama and Rosalind Sofinke will tell you about the draw for the 2023 Africa Cup of Nations in Côte d'Ivoire. I know your fingers are crossed, your prayers are up. The draw will tell us Cameroon's group and who they will play in the group phase. Yaoundé, thank you very much. Baldwin Sama, Rosalind Sofinke, and those of you on the set, back to you.